If I'm not singing or making music, then I'm writing or reading. If I'm not writing, then I'm doing very bad paintings. If I'm not doing terrible paintings that would scare children, then there's something else creative that's always running around in the back of my being. And I think it just helps me feel. It helps me feel. Yeah, I think that's it. It helps me feel. It's one of those things that I don't know how not to do. I grew up listening to a lot of music. My dad would travel for work, and whenever he would come back home, he would bring CDs and records. So I grew up listening to Luther Vandross and Lionel Richie and Tony Braxton and the Jackson 5. And then when they eventually went solo, I remember we had a Millie Jackson CD. Did you know that there's a Millie Jackson? There is. There's a CD of hers. So I grew up listening to a lot of that, and I would play those CDs over and over. I would genuinely annoy my parents and my family, and that was the beginning of loving music. Then I started playing music when I got into school, and I learned how to play the piano. Then eventually picked up the guitar, started writing, made a band with my friends, and here we are.
I hope that you start to live the dreams inside your soul.
I would say getting to release my first EP, Shorts. Everything that you hear on that EP, except for the violin in 2 songs and the piano at the beginning of IDK, was me in my house during COVID, just sitting and deciding that this dream that I'd had of recording and releasing an EP, it was not my first attempt. I always say that I released that for me, just to tell myself that I could do it. When I pressed send to my distributor and that was it, it was uploaded, and when I was just waiting for it to come out, I was like, oh my God, I did that. And not to say I didn't have support and people who answered my questions, but being able to say that I was able to put that together, and I'm very proud of it.